Hey guys, what is going on? Hope everyone has been having a good time. It's been a while since we've done some videos. It's just going to be me tonight. But anyway, like I said, I do apologize for not doing videos for a couple days. Anyway, we are going to be, doing our videos again here every single day. So anyway, like I said, hope you guys been having, having some good times. Baseball's going and NBA is just. Almost done, but we do have playoffs. That is always exciting. Anyway, we will be looking at today's main slate on Fanduel for Sunday, April 10th. So we got 6 game slate. There's I think there's about 3 or 4 different slates today. A lot of games all spread out throughout the day, but we're gonna always like to focus on the main slates. So anyway, as you guys do know. NBA ends on Thursday, so we only got about 4 or 5 days left of NBA. Anyway, our playoffs is starting up, so we are pretty excited about that. We got a playoff package. It's only $25 for the entire playoffs, so about a month and a half, 2 months of playoffs. So it's only $25. That is very cheap. So we are excited to launch that as well. So. If you want to get in on this $25 package, definitely go on and do it. We will have our regular Twitter if you just want to check that out. We have that. You guys can message us through there, or you can message us through our private Twitter. We will have both of those links, as usual, in the comment section. Either one of those, and say, hey, guys, what's up? I want to get in on your guys' package, and we'll get you guys all set up on that. So, or if for some reason you guys don't have Twitter, you guys can email us as well. We will have our email down there. Just message us, and we will get you all set up as well. So, like I said, pretty excited about that. Anyway, like I said, guys, hope you guys been all doing good. So anyway, we are going to get started on our 6-game slate here for the main slate. So, like I said, hope you guys have been doing good. Let me get this all set up real quick. All right, here we go. So let's see. Our first game is Milwaukee and Philadelphia. We're and under on this one just yet, but it probably around 208, 210, and Milwaukee probably around 10 to 12 points here. So anyway, as you guys see, it starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time, so a lot earlier than normal. Anyway, let's get in this one. I really like Giannis tonight. He's definitely worth 97 tonight. I think it was the game against Boston. He got in foul trouble, so he only played 27 minutes, but he still got 44.9. And I see what they did against Boston. They put Giannis at the power forward position, so I don't know if they're going to do that here again against the Sixers. If they do or if they don't, it don't really matter to me. Giannis is 9,700. His price did go down. I think he was at 10.3, 10.4. So I like Giannis a lot more at this price tag. Really easy competition as well. Could get you about 50 to 55 tonight. So yes, I Giannis triple double definitely is going to happen. I think tonight. All right, Middleton looks like he is ruled out Friday. Don't know what's going to happen. Well, yeah, he's been out for a while, so don't know if he's going to be coming back or not. You got Mr. Covington. I think he's been half decent as well, 36 and 47. If he gets the start, I don't mind Covington at all. Price is still pretty respectable. Plus the Sixers, as we know, they're just all nicked up. He's the main scorer for the 76ers as well. So, and then I don't mind Jabari Parker either. As we know, his price dropped just $100. But as we know, the Sixers are terrible against the power forward position. I think he should go back there. So really like Giannis and Parker here tonight. Let's see what else we got. One guy at GPP plays Tyler Yennis, 33 point against Boston, an all-around player, almost got a triple-double. So this guy, as we know, Philly is just downright terrible. So if you want to use this guy here, I don't mind him at all. Only, like I said, $4,100, definitely a good GPP play here tonight. And then you got Ish Smith. His price has been going down. Hasn't been as good as he could be. Had a good game against New York. So it's up to you guys. We usually don't like targeting point guards against Milwaukee, but that was with a Bayless and stuff like that. So, maybe take a shot with Ish Smith. This should be, for the most part, a pretty close game. And Smith maybe gets you 35 here tonight. See what else. We got Nick Skauskas. Maybe him. He's a huge GPP just because he's been all over the place. But, another thing, if he gets his minutes, he's usually pretty good as well. So if he gets over 30 minutes, he's usually very productive. So, GPP, definitely people are going to have seen him in some winning lineups in the past. So, like I said, if he gets his minutes, he can be productive. So another GPP guy right there. I think, like I said, there's not much time left. So all these cheap guys are getting a lot of playing time, like Rashad Vaughn, 45 and 40 minutes. That's obviously because Middleton's out. So if Middleton's out again, maybe another GPP, only $3,700. So you only need 20 to 25 from this guy. And a huge plus is the 76ers are downright terrible against the shooting guard position. So, maybe Vaughn maybe surprises us, gets his 25, 30, and don't think he would do that, but, maybe just because, facing the 76ers. So, there is a lot of cheap guys out here. So, you can definitely get in Giannis here tonight. Not too high on Hollis Thompson. Don't see so like I said, I really like Parker. Not too high on Noel tonight. GPP with Greg Monroe, maybe. This guy's just been all over the place. He just, he hasn't really been doing anything. So, he got 33 against Orlando, but that was really it. So, maybe, like I said, GPP just because Sixers are so bad against the center position, but I don't see it. I don't see anything else really going on here. So this is definitely a game if you want to get some of your cheap guys in there, some of your GPP pump plays. Definitely a game I wouldn't mind grabbing some from. So all right, we're gonna move on. We got Denver. We got a 192 over and under, and Utah by 6. So Utah is gonna just fight like crazy because they have to win this game to be in the playoffs. They are an 8 seed right now with Houston right on their tails, so they're gonna do all they can to win this game. Anyway, Denver is coming off a win against the Spurs. As we know, Spurs rested everyone besides Tim Duncan to get ready for the Warriors game here tonight. So not too high on Moutier, maybe Shelvin Mack, but he's been terrible as well. One guy I don't mind, I think his price went up just a little bit, is Gordon Hayward. 7,000. I picked him last time against the Clippers, and he got me 42 points. That was obviously an overtime game, but even in overtime, he didn't do anything. So he got most of those points in the 4 quarters. So anyway, Hayward 7K. I like him against Jakar Sampson. I don't think he'll shut him down. So, and like I said, Utah really needs this. So Hayward Favors is going to have to step it up as well. Speaking of Favors, I really like him. 32 points against the Clippers. He's been pretty bad, to be honest with you. 27, 26, 17, and 32. He's just been terrible. But I don't mind him here against Denver. Like I said, they have to step it up, and I think he's going to come through for him. And then who else we got here? We got Jokic. He's playing a little bit more minutes. I just don't like any of these guys though against the Utah Bigs. Jeffrey Laverne, he's playing a little bit. Yeah, I don't really care for any of those guys. Maybe Rudy. Yeah, he's been not doing much since that Minnesota game. So, usually we don't like targeting. So I don't mind Favors. His price came down. Maybe he'll rebound. GPP only for me. I like Gordon Hayward quite a bit, and that's probably really it. Don't really care for Rodney Hood that much at all. Maybe Rodney Hood is maybe I'll look at him. He's been playing big minutes, so definitely may consider Rodney Hood GPP as well. So not many cash games here so far. Anyway, I think that does it for that game. Let's move on. We got Brooklyn and Indiana. This should just be a blowout game. No over and under right now, but probably around 210. and Indiana probably by about 10 or something like that. Surprising thing though, Brooklyn did beat them on March 26th, 120 to 110. So, hey, who knows? Maybe Brooklyn got some firepower. Anyway, he's going to be about 80% owned like usual. Thomas Robertson. This guy has just been a beast. Price is still pretty respectable as well. Yeah, you got to have this guy in there. I don't care what you say. If you don't have him, probably not going to win. Anyway, I love Thomas Robertson as usual. Don't know who else I really care for here. And the bigs, not really too many bigs I care for. Paul George, is he going to sit? He said he's going to play, but definitely keep an eye on Paul George. Do I like Paul George if he plays? Me, no, just because he has an ankle injury, so he may be a little cautious with it, maybe not play as hard as he should. So if he's game time decision with an ankle injury, I don't want to be spending up $8,500 on a guy like that, because it happened to me before with Carmelo. He was pretty expensive. He was game time decision, and he decided not to play. So, yeah, that's just way too much money for me to to maybe have a guy that's going to play. And don't care for any of those guys. So if Paul George doesn't play, it looks like he's going to play. CJ Miles comes into the question. This guy, he's getting more minutes here in these last couple days. He's been all over the place. Definitely a GPP. Don't mind him just because Brooklyn's so bad. He only got 17 minutes. I mean, he got 17 fantasy points in 14 minutes against Brooklyn, so he actually did pretty good. So if he gets, maybe 25 minutes or something, maybe get you 25, 30 fantasy points. We will see. Don't really care for him. So you got Monte Ellis. I don't think he's been doing too much. Last two games, not too bad. I remember I picked him against Brooklyn, and he just totally just dropped the bomb on me. Got me 9 points, man. So for me, Monte Ellis is a GPP just because you don't know what you're going to get from the guy. Really, really good matchup here against Brooklyn, but as you saw what he did last time, 9 fantasy points. So he's either going to put a dud on you or he's going to get you 30, 35 points. So that's up to you guys. I don't know what you guys want to do. If you want to do it, I don't mind it, but definitely a GPP. All right, Sean Kilpatrick, I think he's been half decent. Well, he's been scoring quite a bit, translating to fantasy points. So, not too high on him. Thought he was doing a little bit more. Just hard to attack any of these shooting guards here. So, I think that mostly does the shooting guard position. Let's move on to point guard. I don't mind Shane Larkin once again. $4,600. This guy is pretty cheap. Got 25 points against Indiana. So, he doesn't really do too much scoring. He likes his assists. So if he can get you, 8 to 10 assists, I don't mind that at all. 25, 30 points, I'll take it from Shane Larkin. If he gets over 5,000, not going to pay for him. So that's probably 46, probably the highest I'll go for Shane Larkin. And then you got George Hill. He's been all over the place. So I think that mostly does that game. A lot of these games, man, they're really scrappy. So a lot of scrappy plays here tonight. All right, we'll move on. We got Orlando in my 209 over and under, and Miami by 9. So they just played April 8th. So, yeah, they just played. Orlando beat them 112-109. That was a pretty good game. I had Hassan Whiteside in that game. Let's see. I think he is all good. Yeah, he had 40 in that one. I remember picking him. Nikola Vukovic, he is my sleeper. No, he's not really a sleeper. But man, this guy's been hot. As a GPP, I'd probably take Vukovic over Whiteside. Yes, he is facing Miami, but look, he's been hot. He's a little bit cheaper than Whiteside as well. Plus, he's $400 cheaper. So if Vukovic is gonna, get what Whiteside is getting, or get even more than Whiteside, shoot, why not just put in Vukovic? So really like Vukovic, but probably Whiteside is the cash because he is safer. Man, it's a hard one, to be honest with you. Either one of those guys I really like, but probably going to give the edge to Vukovic. All right, moving on. We got Luol Deng. I think he did half decent, not only 22. He was in my first look the other night, but he did not get in there, so not really too high on him. All right, Aaron Gordon is out here. Not play Friday. Okay, so who took his spot? That's my question. Jason Smith. I think Deadman got some playing time? I'm not sure. So, but anyway, I don't really care for that power forward position too much. You got Evan Fournier. I think he did a half decent job. Wow, 45 fantasy points. So, Joe Johnson really not the best defender out there. So, you got 29 and 45 in his last Miami. So, GPP just because he is facing Miami, but like I said, Joe Johnson not the best defender. So, maybe attack Evan Fournier. So attack Joe Johnson with Evan Fournier. Also, obviously, Oladipo's out, so that's going to help him a little bit as well. So maybe Fournier is going to step up. Also, that helps out Vukovic as well. And then you got Dwayne Wade. He's been maybe Dwayne Wade, not sure. But one guy I like right away is Goran Dragic. He's been pretty consistent, 6,800. Price isn't really moving up or moving down, so I'll take it. Get you, 32, 35 fantasy points. I'll definitely take that. Elfrid Payton, he must be doing a lot better here recently. Yes, he has. Man, GPP for me. I just can't trust that guy. But with Oladipo down, we saw what he did a couple weeks ago with Oladipo down. So Payton definitely steps up, but. Man, taking on the number one defense against point guards, it's a little difficult for me. So, Payton to GPP, Dragic, all formats. Dwayne Wade, probably GPP. Fournier, both formats. And then Whiteside. Like I said, Whiteside and Vukovic. I think Vukovic is all formats, and I'm going to change Whiteside to probably a GPP play. So I think that does that game here. So, all right, we're going to move on. We got Golden State, San Antonio. We got a 204 over and under, and San Antonio by 5. So, obviously, I don't think Golden State's going to blow them out like they did in Golden State a couple nights ago. So, and the other thing is besides Tim Duncan, all of the San Antonio guys are all rested out. As I mentioned earlier, they rest against Denver, so they should be all ready to go. So, let's see who I am liking. As we know, Golden State just barely won against against Grizzlies. They came back. Klay Thompson and Seth Curry were really not too good last night. So hopefully they can rebound. Anyway, do I like Klay Thompson? It's hard to do that against San Antonio. Maybe GPP. Do I like Curry? We haven't really mentioned any point guards, have we? So you might have to go with Curry just because everyone's going to have him in cash. Probably not GPP. I think you can fade him in a GPP, but in cash game, I think he's going to be at least 70% owned. So you're probably going to have him. Then you got Tim Duncan, not too high on him. Draymond Green, this guy's just been a downright beast. He didn't do too good against San Antonio, though, 33. So I don't mind Draymond, even though he only got 33 against him. Do not mind him. LaMarcus Aldridge, let's see, is he going to be back? I think he's going to be back. Man, he's been all over the place. 28-19 in his last two. Plus, he's having this injury. $8,000. Like I said with Paul George, don't know if I can really risk that. So let's say Aldridge is out. Do I like David West? I don't mind David West. Holy cow, 40 points against Denver. But like I said, that was obviously just because everybody was sitting. So probably 22, 23 from West tonight if he gets the start. So one guy that was on my radar the other night was Kawhi Leonard. He only got 29 fantasy points, which kind of, ticked me off a little bit. 29 points against Golden State. Come on now. So I do like Kawhi Leonard tonight, $8,400. I think he is cash and GPP tonight. He plays at home, plus he's going to be rested up, so that's going to help him as well. So I think Kawhi's going to get you about 40 fantasy points tonight. So I don't think anyone's going to be off him because of his last 2 games, but so I think he's going to be pretty well owned as well. So I'm going to go with Kawhi. Harrison Barnes, he's been pretty productive as well. Last game against Memphis, not too pretty, but he's been pretty good as well. So maybe Harrison Barnes as a cheaper GPP play. So, all right, let's go over a little recap. Looks like Curry, probably a cash game for me. Klay Thompson, GPP. Kawhi Leonard is both formats. Harrison Barnes, GPP. Draymond Green. I'm going to say both formats, GPP and cash, just because he's going to be really well owned in cash because there's no power forwards out there. So, Aldridge, if he plays, not even going to use him. I think that really does that game. So, it's like we said last time, it's one of those games where it's going to be a fun game to watch, but it doesn't really prove too many fantasy purposes in this game. So, definitely going to see if Golden State can do it or not. So, anyway, we're going to move on. We got Toronto and New York. A 195 over and under, and Toronto by 3. So, surprised by Toronto only by 3. Is Kyle Lowry going to play? Is DeRozan going to play? That's the big question here. So I think he's going to play. I'm not sure. Even if he does play, do I like him? Nah, I don't really like Lowry tomorrow. Today. It's Calderon. If Calderon's out, do I like Grant? He's been all over the place. Plus, Raptors are pretty good against the as well. So I don't think they're going to be rested. But if DeRozan and Lowry are rested again for some reason, maybe Norman Powell, he got 39 points. Like I said, I don't think they're going to get rested. But let's just say if they did, Corey Joseph maybe got a 33. Who else? Someone else did have decent. James Johnson, I'm not sure. I don't think he did. No. But so those are my 2 main guys. But like I said, I don't think they're gonna sit. So anyway, not really too high on Carmelo. Like I said, but most of these big guys I don't really care for here tonight. One guy I don't mind though is Derek Williams. Price is coming up though. Plus, Toronto is pretty good against the power forward position, so definitely a GPP play. But I still don't mind Derek Williams. And then Robin Lopez, Jonas Valanciunas. Maybe Robin Lopez. I don't think he's going to do that again. Valanciunas, he hasn't been doing too much. I think Biyombo had a pretty good game. Nope, he did not. So my bad about that. So, yeah, I don't really care for this game, really. Like I said, even if DeRozan and Lowry come back, not really too high on those guys. So I think that mostly does that. So, terrible. Short slate tonight. Like I said, there is the main slates as well. So you guys definitely go on and do that as well. So, like I said, it's going to start early tonight. Anyway, let's try and get you guys 2 lineups in here as usual. Going to be a little bit harder on only a 6-game slate, but let's see if we can do it. So, all right. So I'm definitely going to get Giannis in there. Like I said, I really like him quite a bit. I'm going to get Dragic. I like. Let's go GPP and put in Tyler Unis. I said I liked him because he's going to start, going to get you some pretty big minutes as well. Man, shooting guard is definitely not pretty tonight. Let's see. I mean, this is one of those nights where you're gonna, may have to put in players that you don't really care for, but they're still gonna get you maybe 30 fantasy points. So that's the kind of night it's gonna be tonight. So let's put in Dwayne Wade and Rodney Hood. I said I didn't mind Rodney Hood at all. And then let's go. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a Gordon Hayward right there. Try to get in Nikola Vukovic. I don't know if I can do that in this this matchup right here. That's the thing. I have to get him in there. There's no one else that I really care for. Say you take out Gordon Hayward, maybe put in Fournier, but I don't think I can. I need to get Jabari in there, so I can't get Jabari in there. So I really like Parker. Thomas Robertson and Parker are probably my two power forwards I'm going to be relying on quite a bit today. So let's just go with Derek Williams, even though I'm not too high on the guy. It's just going to be a really sloppy game. Sorry, sloppy night for lineups tonight. So there you go. All right, let's move on. All right, so I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try and get in Steph Curry just because I said he's going to be a huge cash game tonight. Play. Don't think I can get Dragic and Curry and Vukovic in there, but I'm going to try it. Let's put in Nick Stauskas because I said he's an interesting play. Man. Okay, let's take him out. Let's put in Dwayne Wade and then put in. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of GPP guys in cash game tonight, so I think I said I liked Rashad Vaughn. Let's put him in there. Why not? Going to get you 23, 24. Don't really have money for anybody here. Man alive. Yeah, I just don't know if I can do it here. Okay, got that much, man. So yeah, guys, as you guys see, it's going to be really difficult. I'm definitely going to try and obviously going to sort this out a little bit. Didn't mention John Henson too much. They haven't really been playing him at all, though. So, like I said, it's going to be pretty hard to get Steph Curry in there. Nick Stauskas maybe. Like I said, I didn't mind him, but that's just downright ugly. My goodness. All right, not gonna spend too much longer on this. Just try and get you guys a lineup here. $4,400. Then, oh, sorry, small forward. There you go. Oh man, it is just ugly. All right, let's just put him in, even though I don't really like him at all. But that's kind of what I like besides C.J. Miles. You got Curry, Ennis, Wade, Hood, Miles, Hayward, Robertson, Parker, and Vukovic. Like I said, not too high on Miles, and definitely not a cash game play at all. So it's going to be a really sloppy night, like I said, for the main slate. Not too many, high-priced guys out there, and the high-priced guys really don't have really good matchups either. So. And that does it. Like I said, a really short video. We're going to be back at it here tomorrow once again. Like I said, not too much time left in the season. So anyway, check out our NBA playoff package. It's only $25 for the entire playoffs. So definitely try and get in on that. Really cheap there. We will have our regular Twitter and our premium Twitter in the comment section. You guys can click on that and message us, or if you don't have that, you guys can email us, and we will have that down there as well. So, all right, I think that does it, guys. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos. So, once again, hope you guys had a good weekend, and we will all see you here tomorrow.